Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Coffee Break, and welcome back to the Midland Amateur Esports League. Oh, I was so close to having it down. Welcome back to MAeSL, game number 2 in this best of 3 series. On the bottom right-hand side of the map, spawning as our victor from the previous game, it is going to be the Orange Zerg player Roachgelion here on Ohana. Roachgelion going to be spawning in that 5 o'clock position, and his opponent losing game number 1 to a heavy Zergling Baneling aggression. Spawning on the top top left-hand side, doing the overpool trick. It is going to be TannerMS in the 11 o'clock position. So Tanner, down 1 game in this best of 3 series. We'll have to see what he decides to do in game number 2, because a loss here obviously means that he will lose this week's play. Roachgelion going for a very early spawning pool timing once again. That probably was a 7 or 8 pool there. That was a very early timing, I think. I don't know. Like I said in the first series, I can't judge Zerg timings at all. I'm awful at Zerg timings. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like one of those little traits I never picked up as a caster. Probably a bad trait to be lacking, but you know, whatever. So Tanner's going to be able to run in here and go, oh, crap. And realize that he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. So we're going to have to see what exactly his defense is like. I mean, at this point, all he can really do is just drone up, and hope he has enough drones to be able to kill off the attacking Zerglings here. 6 Zerglings going to be spawning out onto the map here. This spawning pool will be finished in time to start spawning out some Zerglings. And I don't know. I think a spine crawler could be near completion by the time these Zerglings hit. And there's really no larva on the map right now. In fact, the spine crawler is exactly what he needs. But Tanner actually a little bit delayed on making those Zerglings. Right now, every single second counts. Really needs a spine crawler right now in his main base, but he's not getting one. And now 6 Zerglings, 6 Zerglings are going to be coming into the main base of Tanner. Roachgelion going to be able to do a little bit of aggression here. 4 Zerglings about to pop out, though. There come the Zerglings. And Roachgelion going to realize he probably can't really do all that much, pulling a few too many drones off of the line there. Tanner going to be losing quite a bit of mining time. And I mean, yeah, he does have a small harvester lead, but once again, these little things, you know, losing a little mining time, not making those Zerglings for an extra 4 or 5 seconds, they really add up in the end of the game, especially when you're going against any sort of aggressive play out of your opponent. So now Roachgelion just going to stay back home, going to be getting the metabolic boost. So is TannerMS up here. And everything's going to be kind of progressing from there. No Baneling nest by either player yet. But Tanner feeling safe enough to lay down a hatchery, interestingly enough. And that could be very devastating for him if Roachgelion does decide to continue his aggression. Which, considering that there is no hatchery on the field for Roachgelion, I would not be surprised to see. And in fact, I'm very surprised to see that hatchery for Tanner go down when this Overlord is sitting right over the natural expansion. And there we go, folks. 14 Zerglings down on the way for Roachgelion. A Baneling nest coming down onto the field as well, beginning to creep out of his base. That's actually kind of an interesting decision there. And these Zerglings, almost able to kind of get a nice round on Tanner. But unfortunately for Tanner, once again, Roachgelion's metabolic boost going to be finishing up before his. He has 5 seconds until pretty much all of these Zerglings are dead. And there we go, metabolic boost finishing up. These Zerglings going to completely outpace Tanner's Zerglings, and that's going to be free kills right there, because Tanner's not even turning around to try to engage. He's just trying to get them back home, which means that 2, 3 Zerglings, 4 Zerglings going to go down without contest. Baneling next going to finish up for Roachgelion before Tanner's finishes up as well. This hatchery is going to have to be canceled. He cannot afford to let this die or finish. Either way, I mean, it's just as bad, really. Banelings are going to be morphed in now. There's the cancel on that hatchery. Banelings going to be morphed in for Roachgelion down in that natural expansion, not even trying to hide the fact that that is happening. Banelings trying to be morphed in by TannerMS as well. Banelings going to be here first for Roachgelion. Defender's advantage, obviously, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, because this is a lot of Banelings or Roachgelion going to be going into the mineral line, and there's some massive hits in the mineral line. A lot of drones go down, and there are a lot of Banelings go down for Tanner as well. In fact, all the Banelings die for both players, but Roachgelion taking a huge lead, and Roachgelion going to take game number 2 and win the best of 3 series in week number 1. And you know what, folks? He didn't even have to resort to proxy hatcheries. Since I didn't get much of a chance to talk about it in game, because they were so fast-paced there. I want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors, Quick Tech Computers and Repair, for all your repair and custom build needs. 70M Gaming, they do events, and of course Condemned Custom Controllers, which is rather self-explanatory. Thank you for joining us here on the Midland Amateur Esports League. Yes. Group D play. I still have E through I to cast, so I will be getting on those, and of course our wonderful head Scott Barrett will be uploading those for us. And make sure to stick around, keep watching these guys, spread the word to your friends, leave a comment below, and of course stay awesome. Until next time, folks, this is Coffee Break signing out.